Thanks for stopping by our new channel, where we cover everything you need to know about smart home tech and the high-performance home. Today we're kicking things off with a new smart home water monitor from Streamlabs. We'll start with an unboxing, we'll go over installation, then we'll do some real-time leak detection, and then close it out with a breakdown of all the points of what we found and why we think this guy is going to do some big things. So let's go start that unboxing. Like most smart home devices and electronics these days, the manufacturer has gone all in on packaging. So it comes in really nice packaging, it looks great. On the side here you'll see it gives you the highlights of what this product does. It's going to detect leaks, it's going to enable you to track your water usage over time, and then it has alerts that it sends to your phone. That's really the power of this thing, to notify you if you're away from home that there's an alert or a leak. And of course it works with an app. It's available both on the iPhone and Android, and it works great with Amazon Echo and Nest, and that works similar to the home or away feature that's in the Nest app. Nest will send that information to Streamlabs so that if you're away from home, it increases the sensitivity of your notifications, so that if nobody's home and suddenly it looks like a faucet opened, it's going to alert you where maybe it wouldn't if you were home. And on the other side, it kind of goes over the ease of installation, which is huge with this product. You download the app onto your phone, you install the monitor on the pipe, and then you finish installation through the app on your phone. And that's really all there is to it. We'll cover that next. So what's in the box? Well, first and foremost, you have the monitor itself. On the front here, you've got two LED light up signals. One that will light up here on the left if you have flow, it's wavy lines. And then you've got the Wi-Fi signal here to let you know that it's connected to your network. And then we turn it over, and inside here you see you've got some yellow protective film. You'll remove that before you do the install. And then in the middle here there are two pads. You want to make sure you do not damage those. Those actually make contact with the pipe and are how the ultrasonic meter reads flow and detects it. So on the rest of the box, you've got a caution label. So again, this is just telling you to be careful not to scratch the pads that are on the underside of the meter. You've got an instruction manual. Here you have 4 zip ties. You use 2 zip ties to attach this to the pipe and secure it. And in the middle here you have 2 replacement contact pads in case you damage them. And then of course, AC power adapter. Let's go ahead and install this. Quick note, so before you actually install the meter on the pipe, the first thing you need to do is get the app on your phone. Go ahead and download it, create an account, and then pair it with the meter before you install it. Once you do that, you can go ahead and install it, which is the next step we're going to show you. The app was really easy to use, so I'm not going to go into detail with it. It's very intuitive and the instructions are clear. So when you're ready for install, you're going to go find your water supply line, and you need to get as close as you can to where it comes in the house. If you can see here in the camera, I've got my PRV, pressure reducing valve, here on the left. It's just past my main water shutoff. And then we're going to go for a straight, clean line of pipe. You want to make sure that you have at least 6 inches of clean, straight pipe. You don't want to be near any kind of valve, elbow, coupling or connector, because those will cause weird water dynamics and give you a false reading on the flow meter. So I'm going to put it here in this area. This is a nice straight clean part of pipe, and the instructions say to go ahead and loosely fit the zip ties on. So we'll start those guys. Alright, and then we'll bring the water monitor in, and remember, you want to go ahead and remove this film, right? And then when you set this on the pipe, be careful not to move it around a lot once you get it on there, because if you will damage those contact pads and then you'll have issues with the reading. So go ahead and just put it straight on there. Kind of hold it firm. And then tighten down that strap. And do the same on the other side. All right, and now we're on there. All right, and then we're going to connect power. It's the lower left hand side connector, and we're going to run power down. All right, so let's go down and we're going to do everything from the app. You see it increasing. And we'll turn it off. And back to 0. Let's try another. And back to 0. Alright, so we've done a couple tests on several faucets around my home, and those are showing us that the flow meter is working. But now let's simulate what the biggest strength is of this device, and that is leak detection. So I've set the leak detection alert to the lowest amount of time that I could, which is 2.5 minutes and 4 gallons per minute of a rate. So I'm going to turn the tub on, and then we're going to wait about 2.5 minutes, and it should send me an alert that there's a major leak in the house. Alright, let's go. Alright there, so we have the alert of a major leak in the house, and so this is the lowest setting that I had it set for, but of course you can change that. So if you take baths a lot, you could make it longer, and of course it knows I'm home right now, so if I was away from the house, it would know that via Nest or Amazon Alexa, and it would adjust, so it would have alarmed me much sooner. So now that I've spent some time with Streamlabs and got to explore it, you probably wonder, what do I think about it? I have to admit I'm actually pretty pleased. A little backstory, Streamlabs is not just another tech company startup that's trying to disrupt a market like so many of our other Internet of Things devices. Streamlabs is actually created by a worldwide plumbing company. They supply and create all kinds of fittings and other devices, so they know the plumbing aspect, and they just added the tech side to it. So when we look at an ultrasonic flow meter, which is what this is, they used to be hundreds if not thousands of dollars. So the fact that they packaged it into a $200 package and then added Wi-Fi and an app to it is pretty awesome. There is competition for Streamlabs on the market. I consider Streamlabs a little bit of like a Goldilocks. So there's a lower end and then there's a higher end. And I think that Streamlabs kind of brings the best of both together, and why I think it will become a main market success. So on the low end, you have leak detectors like this Insteon. I have, I think, 5 of these in my house. These are really cheap at about $35 a piece, but the problem is that they only find a leak, once it's happened, a flood, and they only work at one location. So for example, we have one at our sump pump in our basement, by the hot water heater, by a couple toilets. So they work great so that if you have a leak, you would know. But on the other end, you have items such as Flow, which is a more direct competition to Streamlabs. However, Flow is very expensive. It starts at $500, and unlike Streamlabs, it is not DIY install. It is invasive and has to be actually cut in and installed by a professional. So you're probably looking at a couple $100 more to have a plumber come install it for you. However, I think it might be the right fit for people that are very high-end home automation techie guys, because one thing that it does add that Streamlabs does not is that it actually has a valve that you can shut. So you can cut your water off. If you have a leak, You could cut it off to minimize the leak. If you have a teenager that's taking a really long shower, you can cut the water off on them. So it has some additional functionality, but with the price tag, I don't think it's ever going to be main market. So Streamlabs is really great in that it's priced well. Most people are probably going to be able to afford it. And when you add in the ability to catch leaks faster, like leaking toilets, and also catastrophic leaks, it could easily pay for itself. I live in Atlanta, and probably a lot of you watching do as well. So City of Atlanta and DeKalb County have some of the highest water rates in the country. City of Atlanta is actually the highest. So we have the largest potential savings on being able to catch leaks sooner. So we are probably the most apt to be able to have this thing pay for itself. Interestingly enough, Streamlabs is also located here in Atlanta. They really want to make Atlanta sort of the center of water efficiency. So that's really great to hear. There's also some other great possibilities. For example, City of Atlanta and DeKalb County have been moving to low flow devices for well over a decade, and they've had rebate programs much like the power companies have done for items like Nest. I think that the Streamlabs monitor could eventually become something where the water company actually gives a rebate to people, whether it be $50 or $25 or $100, but it would definitely be a savings to the water company, and therefore then a savings to the public. Beyond that, the market could really go anywhere, but I think this thing is going to do pretty well. It seems to work really well. It's intuitive. It's a low bar of entry. It's available in a lot of places as of mid-July 2018. It's available on Streamlabs' website. I think it's streamlabswater.com, but it's also available at big box places like Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, and I've heard that they are currently working something out with Best Buy. So it's widely available, and there's frequently coupons. I've seen 20% off on Streamlabs' website, and of course places like Lowe's and Home Depot have stuff, so there's definitely ways to get it for even cheaper than the $199. But I think this is something to watch, and I think it's really going to do a lot to help save water and help people save money and catch leaks much faster. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've tried it out yourself, what has your experience been? Also, if you like this channel, we're just starting, but we're going to have a lot more videos, again, really focusing on high performance homes and smart home tech. We'd really love to get your ideas. Subscribe and watch us and see where we go.